Dunne, and I've spent the majority of my professional career in television at studios as the head of the creative department's buying and reading material to put on the air as series and TV movies. And I struck out on my own with the blessing of a couple of studios to produce and write television series. And I had a lot of luck. And I had a lot of people believing in me, and a support system. I think that's really important to develop, whether we're in the television business or in any other business, is to find ourselves, find the strength that we have creatively and any other way, artistically, and offer it to people, believing in ourselves. And that's where I found myself, and that's how I got into the television writing and producing. Well, the shows I've worked on, I was head of a studio, several studios, Aaron Spelling's studio, Viacom, Lorimar, Warner Brothers, as head of development, so I read a lot of scripts through the years, thousands, I would guess. The shows I eventually worked on, first developed, were 8 is Enough, which I produced. We adapted from a book, the same title. I also produced and developed for a year from a book, again, adaptation, the work Sybil, starring Sally Field and Joanne Woodward. And after that, I went out into the television series world with, Knots Landing, Dallas, CSI, JAG, Dr. Quinn Medicine, Women, the writing life in a television network series, to be on a staff, to be on a show, or to write a freelance script for a show. And I have found, having worked on probably a dozen television series through the years, there's a tremendous disconnect between freelance writers trying to get on a show or submit material to a show and what they believe the show is really about and how it's produced. I think the dream of working on a show has to be realistic, and that will make your submissions more accurate, more saleable. We have to remember when we do work on a show, for example, and we're sitting in a writer's room, that as important as the writer is to a show, the show is more important than the writer. The show is what has to go on stage and please a whole bunch of people, and we can't let our egos get in the way. And we have to remember that we're always on a learning curve when we're writers, whether it's on a show or whether we're sitting home alone writing a novel. We're always learning who we are when we write. And the best thing we can bring to any writer's room is who we are. That gives us our writer's voice, that makes us valuable, and that's what people buy when they're looking for writers on a show.